Welcome back to the marathon. Today we're gonna do something we never do. I'm gonna review a piece of tech for you. My name's Mare, welcome to my channel. Like I said, this is not something that I ever do, but I've had so many requests to tell you my thoughts on the Oura ring, and when I actually do think about it, the reasons why I bought it and what I like it for, definitely goes along with the themes of this channel. So if you're interested in what this giant ring is and if I like it and all the things about it, welcome to this video. Just want to start out by saying it's not sponsored. I bought it myself. I pay for the app myself, all the things. Nobody knows that I'm filming this. I bought it in December, and when I did, I actually found that there wasn't like any reviews really. It was just a lot of tech creators talking more about the tech of it, which is interesting, but I want to tell you like how I'm actually using it and how I find it working or not working for my actual life. I also got a lot of questions of why I wear it and an Apple Watch, so I'll answer that, tell you pros and cons and how I have noticed it affect my overall well-being in the last 4 months. It is a very sunny day. I'm filming this in my living room, so you're gonna see the sun go behind clouds and come back and stuff. We celebrate the sun on the marathon, okay? So just enjoy as the light changes. So first things first, this is what it looks like. I have the Heritage model, and you can kind of see inside, you can see the tech. And then on the top, it's a little flat. And so you know that the flat part is what goes on the top of your finger. They recommend that you wear it on either your index or your middle finger. So I really like swap it around. It doesn't matter. You don't have to wear it on one finger all the time to get the right biometrics. Talking about sizing. So you can buy it on the Oura website at Best Buy. And recently they just added it to Amazon. One thing that's nice is if you buy it from Oura, they will send, you can get like a sizing kit. Or if you go into a Best Buy, they have the sizer. So I actually popped into ours and then I knew what ring size to purchase. I got it through the Oura website. But if you do know your ring size, that sounded very Canadian, no. It was true to me. Like I had just bought another ring recently and it was the exact same size from a different company. So you wear it every day. I would say the charge lasts about 5 days before I need to charge it again. And it charges very quickly. I've never actually timed it, like maybe 20 minutes, maybe. It tracks your sleep. It tracks your heart rate. It also tracks your heart rate variability. So like how it say spikes and then comes back down and how you recover and the range in which and how long it takes. It tracks your body temperature so it can tell you whether or not you're about to get sick. If you have a period, it can track that for you. And it tracks your readiness. So it takes things into consideration like your sleep, your stress level, which it also tracks, like how your body's feeling. And it combines a lot of data to tell you like what your readiness is for that day. And it can fluctuate if it tells you like, hey, you had a really bad sleep last night. You should really make sure you try to schedule in some breaks today. Or you are on a really good track, so like your readiness is good, you could exercise more today. And I really like that about it. So it does track your activity, but I wouldn't consider this an activity tracker. To me, that's just sort of like part of the data that goes into your overall health. And I love my Apple Watch. I've had it for years now and I wear it every single day. But what I was finding was your Apple Watch doesn't care how you slept, if you're sick, what your stress level is, like none of that. It just says like, get up and close your rings. Like, I don't care how you're feeling, but get your steps in, close your rings. And like, that's fine, but I was looking to more of an overall health, biometrics, get some data, see how we're doing. Like I turned 40 last year and just am very aware of my health and also very aware of the uncontrollables in my life, loss, stress, sun, work, all the things. But what can I control? And being very aware of what's going on in my body and my health is very important to me. So that was the impetus to me adding this to my Apple Watch. I have them connected, so I still track my movement on my Apple Watch, wear it every day, love it. I also use it to get like texts and things. But then when I open the app for the Oura ring, it inputs my workouts and it sets a goal every day for how much activity you should get, but it really varies depending on how you're feeling, which is another thing that like I just love about it. To me, it's more of a wellness tool as opposed to like a fitness tool. That's what I see this as, and this to me is much more like wellness. How's my heart rate? How's my heart rate variability? How's my stress level? And it's been very interesting to me to see the data like right in front of me, numbers that I can't ignore. And I have found, because I can see the data, I find it personally very motivating to see what I can improve on, etc. So like actually seeing my sleep, how long I'm sleeping, how I'm sleeping, how, you know, if I'm getting into a deep sleep, if I'm waking up a bunch of times, if I'm restless. Sleep, as we all know, is like one of the most important things that we can do for ourselves, and has been very incentivizing for me to actually see what my patterns are and know that I have the ability to improve them. It's also really interesting to watch in real time how liquor affects my heart rate. Fascinating. So I can tell you that I am barely drinking, if at all, because the numbers are so staggering. So it's definitely improved my sleep for sure. And also, none of this may make sense to you, but if you relate to any of this at all, it is very nice to see it say like, hey girl, it's rough for you right now. Take care of yourself today. Rest. Like, you don't need as much exercise. You can just like stand down. Whereas this watch, again, she doesn't care. She does not care. And also, I think it's really helping me learn when I need to rest and when I can actually push myself and when I need to stand down. So you wear the ring and then it has an app. That's how you're getting all the data. I'm not sure if I said that. I'll just do a screen recording of, it's only 11 o'clock, so there's not, I'll show you yesterday. So I'll record yesterday's and then you can see what the app looks like. So you can see like overall my readiness score was 78. It's always like 1 to 100. My healthy habits were good for me yesterday, so that's why my readiness was good. But then it also says like your resting heart rate lowered late last night. Did you eat too close to bedtime? And I did. I actually had been traveling the day before and didn't get home till late and had eaten. So yes. Fascinating. And then my sleep score was also good. I got 6 hours and 45 minutes, and it tells me like how many, you can see how many times I woke up in the night. And then if you do click on it, it tells you like how much REM you got, how light you were, how restless you were. My daytime stress was very good yesterday. You can see that, you know, I went up and down quite a bit, but for weeks I was in the stressed or engaged section, and that made me like make changes and take action with my health. My resilience was strong, but I'll show you, you can see the trend. So like nighttime recovery good, daytime recovery fair, daytime stress load high. But if you go back, I'll sort of show you, you can see like I'm happy to be in that strong category because I actually spent quite a bit of time in the limited category, which was very stressful. So the fact that now we're back up to strong, I feel very good about. And then, yeah, my activity goal yesterday was only 400, but I did 802 because I did a couple walks and I did some yoga yesterday. So it tells you like how many steps, your activity score, etc. Your heart rate, if you click on that, it tells you like what your range was. And again, you may see that and think like, ooh, 2 hours of stress collectively. For a very long time, almost all of that was red. Like warning, warning. So this is a very good day for good old Mare here. Then it tells me like the exercises I did, and then last night I went to bed at 9:16. So you get an idea of what the data looks like. So here's last night's sleep just to show you. It says like how much I was awake, how much REM I got, light, etc. So I also love that it says like your muscles repair, your brain flushes out toxins. Like it's educational as well to know like why sleep is imperative. And then it shows you like your body temperature. I actually do think I'm getting a cold. So the fact that like my body temp has gone down a couple times, very interesting to me. Anyways, yeah, oh yeah, and then it talks about how like your midpoint of your sleep, whether it's aligned with your chronotype or not. And then it can tell you like, you can go into more and more data and more articles to explain why. It's got meditations, which I don't use. If any of you are gonna buy one, message me, because apparently I have a $50 off coupon. Yeah, and then there's articles. You can also go in to reports, and you can share your report. So you can download it and then like take it into your physician, which is just wild to me. The app, you do have to pay for month to month. And that was something when I was doing research that apparently like makes a lot of people really annoyed, because again, with the Apple Watch, once you buy it, you can just use it. Whereas the Oura Ring, it costs in Canada $7.99 a month. So $8 a month, which for me, again, because I'm using this as like a health and wellness tool, that is affordable to me. It's a high price point to buy it, and then the $8 a month to get the data, to get the articles. I find the articles that they mail out and on their website just like very educational. I'm in this point in my life where my health has to be a priority if I'm going to be of service to anyone, and I'm very mindful of that. And so having the information has been just really interesting, and also to be able to see if I do the work, the numbers do improve. And if I'm doing the work and the numbers aren't improving, okay, it's time to book an appointment with my doctor, or it's time to cut out liquor or go to bed early. I can share this with you. In February, my numbers just took a huge plummet. We laid my mom to rest in February, so obviously horrific, stressful, awful, devastating time. And you could see my numbers go down. But then what was fascinating is we laid her to rest. We went on our honeymoon. We actually left for it that day. My numbers stayed low and bad our whole honeymoon. So like my heart rate was so high, and honestly, we were like sleeping in, napping for 4 hours in the middle of the day. We were going to bed early. I didn't feel stressed, but it was very eye-opening to see. I feel really relaxed and I'm super happy and loving my honeymoon, but something wrong is happening in my body. Like my heart rate is super elevated. So I wouldn't have known that, you know? And then I was like getting so many headaches, like stress, tension, headaches. And I could see the data on my ring. And that led me to start like keeping track of my blood pressure and going to see the doctor. And I booked my first ever naturopath appointment for later this month. And I don't want you to think that like I'm obsessive with the data, because you could also get like that with the Apple Watch. I know that's something to be very mindful of, but for me, I'm just using it as a tool for my health and wellness. Like if I've learned anything with Thomas, it's we have to advocate for ourselves and for our own health. And so seeing the numbers and then seeing like how can this improve, like has just been a real game changer for me, honestly. I still love the Apple Watch. Like I would still totally recommend it as an activity tracker. To me, they're just like two very different pieces of tech for two very different reasons. I will say the negatives being Some people don't like to pay the $8 a month. To me, that's no big deal. It is a hefty price up front. Something else that like disappointed me was that it scratched pretty quick. I mean, it makes sense because like it's on your hand and your hands are doing things and like moving and stuff, but they do recommend, if you want it to scratch less, not using it on your dominant hand. Like technically I should wear it on this hand, and also not having it on a finger that is beside another ring, because then they'll scratch each other. But honestly, when I was thinking about negatives, those were the only negatives I could think of. And they're not even to me. Like now I don't even notice that it's scratched. Like I think I was just like, oh my gosh, this was expensive and it's already scratched. And now I just like, I don't care. Like it still looks beautiful. It's waterproof. So like I wore it, I didn't wear it in the ocean because I didn't want to lose it, but like I wore it in the pool in both Hawaii and Palm Springs. So I'm not like telling you to buy it. I'm just telling you that has been my experience. It has been a great tool for my overall health. And to see how high my heart rate was, and then to see how much my stress was impacting my life, even though my Apple Watch measures my BPM, it's different. This doesn't tell me that my blood pressure's high, whereas this was like very eye-opening to me, especially seeing myself in that low limited category for so long. That's my review. Don't expect to see much tech review here on the channel, but because it's a wellness tool, I hope that you found it interesting. Let me know if you have any other questions. I am going to, I think, probably give it another month, maybe once I've seen the naturopath, and then I am gonna do a video about like things that I'm doing to improve my health and take care of myself as a 40-year-old caregiver woman with health problems. So if you have any questions, let me know. I hope that those of you who are looking for this review found it helpful. Life's not a sprint, it's a marathon, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.